Guys, we just got done looking at episode 2 of The Last of Us on HBO. This is our non-spoiler instantaneous reaction to how we feel about the episode. Is the very it's very hard. I mean, it struck every single emotional chord we had. Like, it scared us, terrified us, thrilled us, excited us, broke us. I think broke us is probably where this left off. Best way I can kind of say it, because we do know how the game goes, but this show, in the way that they're doing the storytelling and the way they're designing it and where they're fleshing the characters out, it brings so much more emotional resonance that even people that have played the game or didn't will feel something. This is another stellar episode. I am caught off guard by this. I'll let everybody go and kind of tell their spiel about it. I mean, but for me, I think that Bella as Ellie is phenomenal. The actress playing the role of Tess,
Anna Torv,
she is doing such a great job. And she embodies Tess in every way possible. And of course, I mean, Pedro he's doing so much.
without saying much.
Right.
It's just this.
Right. But again, we'll go into more details in our spoiler discussion. But for me, as a second episode, for it to be this strong and hit this emotionally, I am caught off guard by it. But I'll leave it up to Ronan. Ronan, what are your thoughts on? What's your reactions to this episode without spoiling anything or saying too much? Where are you at?
The opening was the big, like, ooh, this is already better than the first episode. The opening wise, it's better than the first episode.
Right.
Ed, again, you can complain about they switched this around, all this around, and how come we didn't spend more time with the characters and whatnot, but Jesus, man. It's again, we were just laughing and also terrified. We shut the hell up at a certain moment. We're like, whoa, okay, let's not get this out of the fray. And then now we're like, I don't know what to say right now. I don't know. I could say in the spoiler, but I don't want to spoil it. So, this episode kicked ass. It's a great follow up for the first episode, and I was hoping, because I knew from the teaser that when Ellie is looking at something and Joel pulls up right next to her, I'm like, that's is that everything you thought it'd be? He's like, jury's still out, but damn, you can't deny that view. I knew it was that. I was just waiting for the delivery and and I was shocked that whenever Ellie and Joel were alone, you could tell the awkwardness without them saying much. And then I'll save this part for the spoilers. But yeah. How you holding, Ty? Yeah, I get it. I get it.
It's another yeah. It's another 10 out of 10 episode, and I certainly hope they continue their prologue prior to intro, prior to the story. Like, I hope they continue it. It's man, this I was telling Sam before we got into the reactions about when we played Last of Us Part 2 and something happens within the first hour of the game, that it left us both in a state where we just kind of put the game down and we didn't go back to it till the next day or the day after, or something like that. The end of this episode leaves us in that moment, and without spoiling anything, as individuals who have played the game, the thing that stands out, I believe I can say this for all of us, is the fact that we know what's going to happen. We absolutely know what is going to happen, and yet it still affects us the way it does, as if we're playing the game for the first time, or even though we're seeing this for the first time, we know what happens. We know exactly how this whole thing is going to go, but yet the fact that we're still here basically speechless.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing. Joel amazing, Ellie amazing, Tess basically was this episode. This was Tess's episode.
Yeah.
Because she went from all she was doing was feeding into Joel. All she was doing was feeding into Joel. And it got to the point where it's like, yeah, I need you to do this. No spoilers, but all it was her episode. She was laying the groundwork, and she did an amazing job. But it's just I just don't even know at this point. Like, I might.
Yeah, we're gonna go deeper in. This is also our first encounter of what the infected looked like on a live action level.
Yeah,
perfection.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm not gonna say anything more until we go into our spoiler discussion.
Yeah,
they transposed it from the game to the show flawlessly.
They really did. And then the intensity of it. Yeah, we'll get into it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this discussion. We will go into more details in our, bottles and bricks spoiler discussion that's coming up in a little bit. Go and follow Ronan if you're not already, so you can get our full in-depth commentary on each and every episode through Bottles and Bricks that we're going to be doing. All the non-spoiler stuff is here still on TeamJVS, but if you want to get the nitty-gritty stuff, go and check out on Ronan Unchained. That'll be in the description right below for Bottles and Bricks. We'll try to make a playlist out of it so every Bottles and Bricks thing can be immediately gone to as well. And then you can also go into the bottom of the screen, check out Ty and his social media as well. We'll be back, people. Emotional
damage.
Fuck me, man. What the
Filing out the top of the
I can see the skyline, 50 mile radius on my timeline.